very quietly. That's cute.
I'm a warrior, I'm never gonna give up. I'm a warrior, yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for joining me on another day of VEDA. If you are unaware what VEDA stands for, it means video every day in April. So today I'm going to tell you a spooky story. So I was about 17 years old, which means my two younger sisters were 15 and 13. And we also had a dog with us. We had a tent trailer in the backyard, and during the summer months we would occasionally have a camp out. Me and my two sisters were in the tent trailer and we were goofing around like sisters usually do together. 13-year-old was on this side of the tent trailer on one of the lower beds. She was just kind of laughing to herself and talking really loud and just kind of amusing herself, which is quite funny. My other sister was on the other side of the tent trailer on the same level of bed as her, and I was sleeping up top on one of the beds that slides out. The 15-year-old was reading one of my books, and she was reading it out loud and just joking around with it and making jokes, and we were laughing and having a really good time. So basically we were very noisy. So now it's about 11 o'clock, we're still being loud, we're still having fun, and then all of a sudden I heard it. The latch on the gate clicked. This is when I tuned out my sisters, I stopped talking, and I was listening very intently because I knew somebody was now in the yard. I told them to be quiet, but they weren't listening to me. They were too busy being really loud. So finally I had said to them, "You guys, someone's in the yard. I heard the gate." They fell silent. This is where the whole atmosphere of the evening changed. All of a sudden my dog perks up, her ears go up like this, and she's looking around. And that freaked us out even more because we knew she had also heard something. This is where the fear set in, knowing that somebody that we didn't know was now in our yard. And the only thing separating us from them was a sheet of canvas and an unlocked door. Without warning, my dog shoots her head to the side and stares intently at the canvas side of the tent trailer. We all look the same way and just stare. And all of a sudden, we saw an indentation on the tent trailer. Somebody or something was taking something and going along the tent trailer and indenting it. And it made the eeriest scratchy noise you can imagine. I felt my heart plummet into my stomach, the whole time beating 1,000,000 miles a minute. My head was going places I did not want it to go, and I just kept visualizing an alien in the yard with a really long fingernail scraping the side of the tent trailer. I was terrified. I was so terrified I couldn't even cry. I don't even know if I was breathing. This went on for an hour. On and off. Scratching. Scratching. Scratching the side of the tent trailer. Because I was on the bed with pretty much nothing underneath it, I was visualizing this thing to take out the poles from underneath me and let my bed collapse. So I very, very quietly moved down to my sister's bed, got into her sleeping bag with her, and we covered our heads with the sleeping bag. We 100% thought we were going to die. We were in an absolute constant state of fear. We started to say our goodbyes to each other, and we didn't know what was going to happen, and we didn't know what to do, and we didn't know what was outside of this tent trailer. During this process, our dog continued to have her ears perked up. She was growling, and she was barking, and that just made the whole situation worse. By 1:30 in the morning, I had had enough. I was so incredibly petrified. So my 15-year-old sister and I slowly unzipped her zipper, opened the sleeping bag and just listened. There was nothing. We thought we were safe. We slowly get up. We started gathering our belongings into a pillowcase so we could make a quick dash to the house. By this point, I didn't know if whoever was in the yard had a gun. I didn't know if they were going to shoot us. I didn't know if it was even human. Like I said, when I panic, my mind goes into places where I don't want it to go. As we're gathering up our belongings, I'm just filled with so much fear. My legs are weak and shaking and they feel like jello, and I'm having the hardest time holding myself up. When all of a sudden, the latch on the gate clicked again. Relief fled throughout my body. This thing was gone. This meant we could make a quick dash to the house in safety. But just as relief flooded my body, we heard a cat scream. The loudest scream I've ever heard a cat. That relief suddenly turned into fear, and I collapsed. This is when I said, "That's it. I can't do this anymore. I am done." So we grabbed our stuff and we ran as fast as we could the 15 feet to the house. Once we got inside the house, my 15-year-old sister ran up the stairs to Mom's room, knocked on the door, ran in. We were all just bawling our faces off. We were so terrified. I can't even explain how terrified we were. I ended up talking to Mom. She comforted us as much as she could. And we all just had this really eerie feeling that whatever was in the yard was not human. And I realized that this sounds completely ridiculous, especially if you're a skeptic, but I know what I felt. And maybe it's the fear talking. But somewhere deep down, something about that night was not right. At 2 a.m., my two sisters and I were in my bedroom, which was in the basement, and we had the lamp on, and we were quiet. There was no words. We were in such a state of shock and fear. And eventually, we fell asleep. But we fell asleep with my lamp on, because there was no way we were gonna be in the dark. Since that night, 13 years ago, I have never again slept in a tent trailer in the backyard. Thank you for watching, and remember to be kind to yourself, stay positive, and peace out.